Hey everyone, welcome to our April call. We are so glad that you're here. Thank you for taking time out of your busy evening and your busy schedule and lives to be on with us. You're going to really enjoy this Zoom meeting that we're going to have together. I'm going to just toss it right over to Lindsay King right away, and she's going to share with us just like the vision behind what we're up to this year as a Fierce Oiler family with something really neat that she created. So go ahead, Lindsay.
Thank you. I'm so excited to see everyone. It feels like spring. I'm super excited about that. So yes, our Oil of the Month Club is for anyone to just learn some additional oils that you can use on a daily basis and how to round out your oil collection at home. Maybe they've been collecting dust and you're not quite sure what to do with them. So each month we are focusing and educating about tips and tricks on how to use it, the science behind a specific oil each month. And we try to keep them in the $15 to $25 range, so very affordable. They're versatile, so they'll help you out in multiple ways. You can use them, and they're simple. And we feel like they're oils that really do round out your medicine cabinet or your cleaning products or just daily support. So this month we focused on Calmer. Last month was Balance. And next month it will be Brave.
Thanks, Linz. Thanks for sharing your genius with all of us. So what we do is we talk about the oil. You can get text about the oil. You can get a sample of the oil, all that good stuff. But the purpose of tonight is a deep dive. We want to talk about testing and sourcing and the science behind it and why it was created. And some really we want to really dig deep into the oil of the month. So we're going to do that with Calmer tonight. I would encourage you to take notes as we go. You can always watch the recording link. I'll post it in Fierce Oilers once it is uploaded. To kick us off, go ahead and tell us in the chat by dropping a number 1 in that chat box if you are using Calmer this month as the oil of the month. All right. And while you're working on that, I'm going to toss it right over to Susan, who's going to help us understand what is in Calmer.
Hey guys, absolutely. Lindsay, thank you so much for your genius. I can't shout out enough to you, except for the fact that you live in California and you think it's spring when it snowed today. So I love you. I love you, girl. So Calmer. So it's been really fun to look at some of the posts on Facebook. Some of the conversation that's been there has talked about that Calmer is like a relaxing blend. It helps to focus us. I've heard people talk about how it helps with the littles to get some sleep, calms even animals, right? And Lindsay put on there about cuticle care, and I love that idea because it was perfect. I need that right now. So what's in this stuff? So combination of lavender, cananga, Buddha wood, and Roman chamomile. And then with our touches, it's topped off with fractionated coconut oil. So a couple of the other descriptions is that it's kind of sweet, floral, soft, and woody. And it's like, how is that all a combination together? Well, what's cool about this is the primary benefits is that it creates a restful atmosphere and it provides a relaxing and positive aroma. So naturally, that of course is going to be good at bedtime, right? But I know that in addition to that, it helps to clear your mind and spirit. And it's a really great plan for Calmer. So Lindsay actually added, I'm just totally shouting out to you, that you can actually put this in the homemade Play-Doh, right? And so if you think about how that diffuses out and you get a little bit on your hands, I just think that would be really super cool. So as I see other people describe this as light and airy, but with a hint of lavender. So I know that I have some of my gals that actually don't really love lavender. And what I would say is when you're smelling this, it's not really overpowering at all because it has the combination of other oils in it. So the cananga oil is thought to be similar to lang lang. So if you like lang lang, this is kind of out there for you, right? So it's great for stress and calmness, stress relief and calmness, and it soothes actually the nervous system. Sourced from Indonesia, it's filled with things like carophyllenes, which is soothing, and germacrine, which is an antioxidant. Additionally, the Buddha wood comes from Southern Australia, and it's described as woodsy, leathery with some smoky notes. So I sit there and think, of course, I'm living in the city, but I think of going into my girlfriend out far away her horse stable and kind of smelling that leather and the saddle. And what I like about that smell is it's a balance for our guys out there, right? Who don't want to smell like a bunch of flowers or don't want to smell too sweet, but they have that really, really nice smell from the woodsy kind of smell. And then of course the Roman chamomile is used for a ton of things, but again, it revolves around all things calming. Actually, in ancient Roman times, they used Roman chamomile oil for courage when they were going off to war. So there's many cool things to discover. So let's go ahead and discover it, okay? I don't know.
Sorry, bedtime things over here. Okay, thank you, Susan. That was wonderful. Laura Whip is going to walk us through some of the science behind this blend.
Yeah, thanks so much, Susan. I think you did a great job of explaining what was in, what is in the Calmer and some of the sciencey stuff. I'll try to pick out some more things that I can tell you. So lavender is in Calmer, and one of the main constituents is linalool, which has a calming effect. And so it's really high. Linalool is really high percentage-wise in lavender. Kananga, both Kananga and ylang ylang both come from the same tree. So it's the Kananga tree. So Kananga is floral and slightly woody. Lang lang is floral too. And that is really helpful in reducing anxiety and depression. The Buddha wood, I love the Buddha wood. It is also known as desert rosewood. It's a darker coppery red oil, and it has really similar properties to sandalwood. It contains sesquiterpenes, which are known for their calming properties. Roman chamomile promotes relaxation. It's very soothing. It helps reduce anxiety and depression, and it supports restful sleep. It contains my favorite word to say in the world, which is chamazoline, which has calming properties, and beta-caryophyllene, which helps relieve anxiety. So fun question, what other essential oils contain chamazoline? Because we could maybe talk about it again sometime. So you can put your answer in the chat if you have an idea of what other oil or oils contain chamazoline. There, I think I said it like 4 or 5 times. And that's Calmer.
Thank you, Laura Whip. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm trying to really try on the chamazoline because it's our favorite. I think every time it's chamazoline, we all light up. Okay, so Miranda's going to share with us a little bit more about the emotional benefits of this blend while people are still guessing what other oils have chamazoline in them.
Oh, hi, everyone. This is such an honor to talk with you about my favorite stuff in the world, the emotions. Especially because I could be like to my kids, I have 4 children and 3 are under 8 now. They used to be 3 under 3, you know what I'm saying? So that was crazy. But for now, I'm like, grab the kids kit, like during homeschooling, during whatever. So this is one of those like top ones we do grab a lot. And I just like it too, because we just pass it around the table. I use it myself. I love it so much. So Calmer like helps, I want you to think of helping like calm and soothe your mind, right? Calming and soothing the mind. It helps to, like we've talked about, Susan, Laura's talked about a couple of these things, but to help like promote restfulness at the end. Restfulness sounds like busyness. Promote relaxing and chill at the end of the day, maybe before the kids are ready for bed. But I will talk about homeschooling, like I will mention during homeschool, and I'm just like, you just need to chill. Like, here you go right now, put this on. It promotes a positive and stress-free mood, and it provides soothing and relaxing feelings. Then to go deeper, if you're looking for sleep support for your kids, if your kiddo is like fussy or easily upset or angry, agitated, you know, you're looking at these signs, or you're looking at these things going on, looking at their facial features, you know, you want to reach for Calmer. Now it helps my kids, all my kids feel more peaceful. They take a deep breath, and Izzy's like, this smells so good. And they try to lick it. Sometimes it's okay. They're reassured. They want to be reassured. Again, the calm, like in Calmer. I love that sometimes, because like Thinker, which I know we're not talking about, Thinker helps you think. For my kids, it's like Calmer helps you calm. I like that they add that in the words. Like, you know what I'm saying? The word is in the title. And then to help them just kind of chill, or like surrender is another good word they use. Now, range of emotions you're looking for anywhere from, we're saying worried, we're going to go to peaceful. It helps with anxiousness, go to reassured, and the imbalanced helps go to calm. Okay. Now, I think this is fun, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try it tomorrow. And I love how Laura and Susan already mentioned ylang ylang or ylang ylang. There's this diffuser recipe that's supposed to be like calmer in a diffuser. Okay. You can just open the bottle, whatever. I've done that. So you can do 5 drops of lavender, and I'll put the recipe right when I'm done. 5 drops of lavender, 1 drop of ylang ylang, 1 drop of balance, close to the, I think, Buddha wood more, and then 1 drop of Roman chamomile. So 5 lavender, which I would tweak 4 or 3. I would tweak it. I wouldn't put as much lavender because, like Laura said, or one of them said, there's like a hint of lavender, and they're totally right on about that. So again, so you're looking to calm your child. You're looking to have like just anxious feelings settle, or irritation just come down. That's what I would reach for. But that is my world with the emotions, and I hope that helps someone. Next, Melissa.
Thanks, Mer. All right, Mom.
Sorry, I'm just listening and enjoying myself. So I get to talk to you about sourcing today, and I made up a quiz. So I'm going to see if I can get through here and then have enough time to do the quiz with you. But so the 4 oils, this is such, my goal is that by the end of the year, when we've done this 12 times, that you will start to remember some of this sourcing information that I'm sharing with you. So lavender, we talked about, it's from Bulgaria and from France. We talked about like Esoterra, the Bulgarian distillery, and the incredible work it's doing with healing hands. So we kind of covered that. We'll put that aside. We talked about, somebody already mentioned Kananga. That would be Laura Whip, I think. That oil is sourced from Indonesia, and it was offered one time about a little over a year ago as a limited time offer. And so my goal is to let you know, if there's an opportunity for you to get a limited time offer oil, grab it, because at some point it's going to become important in your health journey, and when you need it, you'll have it. But the Kananga comes from the flower of the Kananga tree. Laura already kind of talked about ylang ylang and Kananga being from the same tree. These flowers are like, they're drooping, they're narrow, they're greenish yellow petals. They can be harvested from the trees about every 2 months. But catch this, the best time of the year for that is between the summer months of June and August. They need to be harvested early in the morning around sunrise, because if the sun shines on those flowers too long, it causes the essential oil to start evaporating. Shortly after harvesting, the flowers are hydrodistilled, which is different from steam distillation for the essential oil. Next one is Buddha wood. That's already been mentioned. Laura Whipperman talked about the beautiful color of that oil. I remember Susan Wood said it was sourced from Australia. Absolutely right. The tree, the wood, has an absolutely beautiful grain. I hope sometime you can see a piece of it. And they actually already have, doTERRA has this oil available in their European market. It's available in 5 milliliter bottles. So if you have somebody in Europe that wants to share a bottle with you, that would be a cool thing. But it's a very small tree, and it's found like inland in Australia, away from water sources. And this is the way everyone's kind of, I know Susan talked about some of the words that describes it. And I would say this: think vetiver, sandalwood, and cedarwood had a baby. That's what it smells like. Deep, whiskey, smoky, and thick. It's very powerful. But the main one I really wanted to talk about was Roman chamomile, because it's sourced in the United States. I bet you didn't know that. And the United Kingdom. But why? It's because it's difficult to cultivate. It's very sensitive to fluctuations in weather conditions. So think about the Pacific Northwest and some parts of England. Think about the steady rainfall. Think about the consistent climate, and that would be why it grows well in those places. But the flowers of Roman chamomile resemble daisies. So every time from now on, when you see a daisy, you can think, I wonder if that's Roman chamomile, especially if you are in the UK or the Portland, Oregon area. But the flowers grow to be about 1 foot in height, and they're steam distilled, and they also need to be harvested and distilled right after they've bloomed. So here, really quickly, I'll just narrow it down to 2. Which plant has a bloom that some say smells like apples? I didn't say that. Can you guess? Which of these that I talked about? And this is a true or false, tricky one. Melissa hates talking about sourcing. True or false? Put them in the chat section. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Melissa. That was wonderful. So my goal is to share a little bit like recipes, DIYs, but the truth is I'm not usually one to go out of my way to concoct a recipe or a DIY. So I think what I want you to think of these as are just some like easy tips or like a refresh on how you might look at your calmer or use your calmer, some creative ideas. So I kind of grouped this into some different categories. First up, let's talk about kids. So this is from the kids line. It's good for all ages though. We've all been learning that all month long. So a couple ways you can reach for using your calmer would be putting a few strokes of calmer to your child's wrist and to their chest before sending them off to school to help with emotions and stress levels throughout the day. I think that if you had a little one who, sometimes we talk about making like a bye-bye monster spray and things like that for little ones who have a hard time at night. But I think that you could just say, this is your bye-bye monster roller, right? Like this could be the roller that you put by their bedside and you say, this is what we're going to use when you feel worked up in the night. Here's a really fun chilling in the evening protocol. So I think that time went from when dinner ends to bedtime can be a tricky time of day with kids. So a great protocol, chilling in the evening protocol, is after dinner's over, take your calmer and 1 drop of vetiver and apply those oils to the bottoms of their feet and or spine to help everyone have like a really pleasant evening together. And this is nothing new or exciting, but I just think rolling this onto your hand and onto the bottom of your kid's foot makes for a really relaxing foot massage and connection point at the end of the day as they're unwinding. Okay, a couple adult ideas. The first one I'm calling the argument diffuser. So you can apply this roller to your temples and the back of your neck to ease contention. And the second use would be what I call tornado thoughts. Again, apply to temples, maybe your wrist, back of neck to soothe, like run away any irrational thoughts that might be going on for you. This I think is worth mentioning. If you guys haven't, I just have to do a quick shout out for the kids line. I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you've got this roller, have you taken a minute to really admire and like take in the work that doTERRA put into this roller? So the kids line, they're going to have these really great tactile labels. Like they feel different in your hand. If you feel it, you can tell. And they've got easy identification with the white caps for our littles. I'll see if you can see this on your screen. And they've got these little symbols. So here is going to be the brain. And so if your kid's not quite at the point where they're reading yet, they're going to be able to use these symbols. Like there's a little body on rescuer and stronger, and tamer would have it too. The brain is on calmer and thinker. The heart is going to be on steady and brave, so that can help them from a young age know what to reach for and what to look for. So again, I just really appreciate doTERRA's attention to detail on that, and that they were that we can all benefit from this blend, but they really thought about our kids and those little ones in our lives that we love when they put this together. If you didn't know that the kids rollers were different, put in the chat box news to me if that was something new for you. Okay, Laura J is up next. She's going to share some testimonies with all of us.
Okay, so I am very calm. I promise I'm not in a robe. I had a client once tell me, it was like, are you in a robe? I'm like, no, it's a jacket. Anyways, but I am very calm. So I first started using this on my baby Arrow on the bottom of his feet every night before bed. And just as a little fun thing, he's almost 1 and he's working on his, what are those skills? Whatever. Yeah. His pinchers. So it's really cool, like watching him try to figure out how to put the lid on the roller. Like he's really patient and taking his time. So I've just really enjoyed practicing putting oils and like making that a routine and really making it part of his life now. Some testimonies from Facebook that maybe you haven't seen. I think my whole family is a little calmer, been diffusing every night. Bedtime is a must, definite mommy sanity saver. I love the smell. I feel relaxed and focused. And someone said they use it each day before work and each time before they go in public, like the grocery shopping and such, helps keep them calm, and they love the smell. Oh, and I think somebody mentioned it, putting it on your hand cuticles. I love doing that too. But it's very calming. I put it on as well. Like, it's a reminder to put it on me and to calm as I put it on my baby. So hope everybody's enjoying it.
Thanks, Laura. The consensus is that everyone loves her jacket. Okay. But that was really funny. That was very funny. I saw a mom also write about how she feels like calmer works better for her kid with his focus issues than any of the other, like, quote unquote focus blends. So I thought that was interesting too. A good reminder, like, everyone responds differently, and to mix it up for sure. Okay. So thank you, everybody who shared. I thought that was an amazing lineup, amazing info. Go ahead and tell us in the chat box something new that you learned about Calmer Restful Blend. We'll be excited to hear that. If you have questions, now's a great time to put those in the chat box. We're actually going to stick around after the raffles to do a little Q&A for anyone who has a question. And really, it can be about anything. It doesn't have to just be about Calmer. It might be where you want to know where Laura got her jacket from. Okay. Okay. So I just have to say and remind you all, we're just like all about education and being together and being a community. All right. We want people to have somewhere they can go to hang out with other oily people, even if it's online, and to ask questions. So that's why one of the reasons why we do this call once a month for right about 30 minutes. We are going to be continuing to walk through the oil of the month. So Lindsay tipped us off to what next month is going to be: a brave courage blend. This is another one from the kids line that I have 100% swiped for my children. I actually, Whitney got it after her ear piercing. She's still awake. Her ear piercings didn't go so well. And so here she comes. And that was a really helpful thing for her. I'm just talking about you. Come stand by me. So it's a fun twist on motivate. I'm teaching. Okay. Okay, so the roller is $22 if you want to grab it ahead of time, so you feel like you're ready for May. And you can also reach out to your oil girl if you want to try a sample of it ahead of time. Okay, so the link to register for that call, it's on May 16th, is going to go in the chat box. That was nice of you to say, excuse me. I was telling them how we got Brave Roller at Golden Harvest after you got your ears pierced. Also, don't forget about our Saturday morning continuing education calls, right? Every Saturday morning, 8:30 Central Standard Time. We're live in Fierce Oilers via Facebook Live video. It's an incredible value in education in those classes. This Saturday morning is Symphony of the Cells with Sonia. So be sure you catch that. All right, so I think Melissa's going to share her screen, and we're going to go ahead and do our raffles. Thank you to everyone.
I'm going to give the answers to my quiz first.
Yes, thank you.
So Erica got it right. What smells like apples is the Roman chamomile. And I saw Amy today, ran into her at the library here in our little town. And I was like, I just have to tell you, talking about sourcing and learning about sourcing is like the most exciting thing in my life right now. I absolutely love it. So for those of you who said false, you were right. Okay, let me get this ready here. Here we go. Amy, did you get my message about the Lavender touch?
Yeah, I did. Okay. So let me figure
out. All
out.
right, hang on here. I had a lot of meetings tonight trying to get it. Trying to get this ready. Why does it not give me the room to make it bigger? Well, this is it. Oh, there we go. Full screen. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Let's start with, let's go right for, we've got some Lavender touch rollers tonight. So we've got 3 of them. Let's do them. 1, 2, 3. Nice color choice, Melissa. You're so on point.
Tanya Yellow. Congratulations. Okay. The computer chooses the colors based on the image I chose.
Oh, well, the computer did a good job.
Barb Anderson. Congratulations.
And then one more Lavender touch.
Dallas A. Congratulations. All right, what next, Amy?
Adaptive spray.
Thank you to everybody who donated these. Bless you. Shelly Holtz.
a calmer roller,
Dottie-dee.
and an on guard beadlet.
Just one little beadlet, right?
Yeah, just a single one. 125 of them. Thank you very much.
Melissa P.
Awesome.
Congratulations, guys.
All right. Thank you, Melissa, for doing that. So we'll catch you guys next month. Don't forget to grab that link. Watch for the recording to go up in Fierce Oilers. And then if you have a question, we will stay on and address those and hang out with you all. So for those who are signing off, have a great night. Thanks for being on with us.
Thanks for getting me your info if you won.
Yes, if you won, make sure you get your info to Melissa.
Or I'll lose my mind trying to figure it all out. And that's ugly.
Okay.
Melissa, do you want it in a text or like the messenger? How do you want it? The address.
Text is great, thanks.
Or you just want to bring it to me next Tuesday?
Oh, I could do that. Oh, gonna be in Illinois teaching. If you live down there, come see me. Erica's giving the woot woot. She's going shamazaline.
Bev, you asked about, is there a recipe for adaptive roller? Oh, hold on, don't put it in yet. Wait till we untangle it. Do you mean like doTERRA's adaptive roller, or which one were you specifically referring to?
Right, I've got the adaptive roller from doTERRA and I just finished that. Just wanted to make my own. Is there something else that goes in it, or just use that with some
Just
fractionated?
adaptive and fractionated coconut oil, and you'll be good to go. I know. Do you like her background? Whitney likes your background.
Mhm. I know there's some foxy backgrounds on tonight. Look at Kelly Keating.
Oh, I can't see. Hold on. Let's change
And
it.
Carol Patterson has a foxy background of like bluish
Are we this
white
close?
objects.
Ooh,
Where's Kelly? Where's Kelly?
right here, right here.
Any other questions? You've got our undivided attention.
Including Whitney's undivided attention.
The addresses are rolling in. That's kind of fun.
I just had a question about the LLV. Some of those bigger, the white one, it's really hard to swallow. Can I open those up and put them in food? Or is that like a no-no?
Oh, I don't think it would matter at all. I just can't imagine getting it. I don't know how, I mean, you can definitely try. Why don't you try and tell me when you see me how that felt?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You
Let's
can
just-
take
No,
it-
no, like put it in the food and eat it, not put it on my tongue.
Not like a PB Assist Junior.
Why don't you swirl in some water? Yeah, I don't see any harm in
Can you do
doing
that?
I know that people who have
Okay.
had kind of like those stomach reduction surgeries sometimes take them apart.
Okay.
I'm serious. If you want to try and experiment with that, I would love to know. I also find them to be just a tad on the large size, which probably makes some people on the screen laugh because they take pills that are like this big and don't even think about it. But the whole thing of putting water in your mouth first, putting the pill on your tongue, and just looking down at your plate, just dipping your chin enough to like look down at the table, not like severely, opens up your soft palate and helps you swallow better.
I struggle taking the pills, so I found by putting peppermint in my water, it helps.
Open that up.
So it opens your, oh my gosh, that's brilliant.
That is actually really brilliant. Bev,
Bev, shamazaline for you.
like snaps. Snaps for Bev, 100%.
That's awesome. So you put peppermint in your water first and drink a little bit and then, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that is actually really genius. Whitney really thinks you're outside, Bev, and it's like so deeply concerning to her. Excuse me while I answer a few questions. Here you go.
That's my deck. That is my outside.
And Erica just said that she put hers when she had her surgery in her mashed potatoes, so that works.
Were they cold mashed potatoes? Who was making you mashed potatoes? Oh. I wonder if a peppermint beadlet would work too if you were in a pinch.
Yeah, like peppermint beadlet and then all your
I had the cups of mashed potatoes, and then I opened up the pills and stuck them in there, and I swirled in it, so it was warm but not hot.
Oh, thanks. Awesome. Alyssa said in the comments, did you see that her toddler likes to take the calmer touch and disappear like this, likes to carry it around. I love that.
Right, we must have done such a good job. Nobody has any questions.
Yeah, my goodness.
Melissa,
Go
what I'll
find
let
some-
you make the stance.
The what?
I'll let you make the call on what we're gonna do.
Oh, no, we can
You
be
get
done.
mad at me.
I just, this summer when you're looking at daisies, think about Roman chamomile and think about how they smell like apples, the blooms.
All right, everyone. We will see you guys soon over in Fierce Fillers and then next month for sure. Have a great
Thanks for
night.
joining us. Good night.